Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my 2013 NFL draft coverage. Guys, the offensive tackle market in this draft, I think is going to be one that's going to be in high demand. I think you'll see 4 offensive tackles go probably in the top 20 of this draft, maybe even the top 15. I think Luke Jokel is probably the surefire #1 pick at this time. I think you see Eric Fisher go in the top 5. And then the question becomes, how high does Lane Johnson go, who's thought to be the 3rd best offensive tackle in this draft? And for weeks, he's been linked to the Cardinals, that if Johnson was there, the popular thinking would be that they would take Lane Johnson. Some articles you've been reading now from some sources inside the organization say maybe they're happier with Levi Brown and Bobby Massey than they're letting on, and maybe they would pass on a guy like Lane Johnson and maybe take a pass rusher there at pick #7. I can't help but think that's a little bit of a smokescreen because, they have such a need at the tackle spot. I think you move Levi Brown to the right tackle, you move Bobby Massey into guard, you plug Lane Johnson in there at left tackle, let's say, and I think that's the beginning of a pretty good line. And I can't stress the importance of the Cardinals needing a good offensive line, especially given who their new quarterback is in Carson Palmer. Can Palmer still be effective? I'm not sure about that, but the only way he'll even have a chance to be is if you create a good pocket around him. And I think getting as many quality offensive linemen as they can is a good way to go for them, considering how woeful that group was last year. If for some reason Lane Johnson goes in the top 6, which I don't expect, then I look for the Cardinals to jump on Warmack if he's there, which I expect him to. And then if for some Warmack or a pass rushing defensive end. But look, I look for their pick to either be a Lane Johnson or a Chance Warmack. I think Lane Johnson first, again, because he plays that very valuable left tackle spot, and again, gives them the flexibility to move Massey inside and Brown to right tackle. So I don't think there's any way that if he's there, Lane Johnson's there, that they pass up on him. I think the only way they lose out on Lane Johnson is if for some reason the Dolphins trade ahead to pick 6 and snatch him in a trade with the Browns. The Dolphins trade up. They do have 2 second-round picks in this draft. Maybe they trade up, get to pick 6 and snag Lane Johnson before the Cardinals actually have the chance. That's the only way I see them missing out on him. And even if that happens, I think Warmack or Cooper, maybe even Jonathan Cooper, if they value him, they'll fall right into either of those guys will fall right into their lap. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think there's any way that they pass on Lane Johnson if he's there at pick #7? Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. Guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm uploading draft videos, for the next couple days here. Obviously, we'll be covering the draft as well, live, not live, but, as the draft happens, I'll be posting videos. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks again for listening, and have a great day.